Order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Yeah, there's standard rates that they have, the city has.
Good evening, City Council, Mayor Burcroft, Deputy Clerk and audience. This is the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting for Monday, May 7th, 2018. This time, we will have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo.
Here.
Councilman Barton.
Here.
Councilwoman Roscoe.
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley.
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth. Councilwoman Webb.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams. Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you.
This time, we will read the council meeting agenda, which is as follows. Number 1, agenda. Number 2, minutes. 3, petitioner. 4, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6A, clerk's report. 6B, treasurer's report. 7, public comment. 8, unfinished business. 9, new business. 10, communication. And number 11 is adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved. Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Abdo for approval of the agenda as presented. Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Williams. Yes. Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Webb.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Number 2 are the minutes. Item 2A for approval are the minutes from the regular council meeting held April 23rd, 2018.
So move for April 23rd, 2000.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb, for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting, which was held April 23rd, 2018. Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Webb.
Yes.
Ms. Talley.
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Item 2B for approval are the minutes from the special meeting held on Monday, April 23rd, 2018. This was an open session to discuss the 2018-2019 city budget.
So moved for the special meeting held Monday, April 23rd, 2018. Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Talley, for approval of the minutes from our special held meeting Monday, the 23rd of April, 2018, which was open session, 2018-19 city budget. Ms. Abdo,
Yes.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Williams. Yes. Ms. Webb.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
There are no petitioners on the agenda. Number 4 is the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Tonight, we had a 5:30 p.m. closed session study with our attorney opinion. And at 6:30, we had a public hearing, and this was on the 2018-2019 city budget. At this time, I'd like to bring up Director of Senior Alliances, Tamara Kiger. She's going to give us an update on the senior alliances.
Thank you, Chairman Barban. Good evening, Mayor Burcroft, Clerk Craig Bragg, and I don't see the treasurer, but hello to all the council members. My name is Tamara Kiger. I'm the CEO at the Senior Alliance. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak to you this evening about our organization. I've been the CEO for about 15 months. I hailed from Grand Rapids, and I moved here and married a retired veteran, and he's lived most of his life in Riverview and wanted to get back over here. So here I am, and happy to be here. Once a year, we visit our 34 communities to report on the vital services that we provide for the residents in our service area. The local match amount for your community, $1,838 last year, helped us to provide the services, and those that you'll see noted on the one-page report in your packet. As noted in the report, we provided services to 595 Romulus residents in fiscal year 2017. 305 clients were served by the Information and Assistance Department, which receives over 40,000 calls a year. They provide resource referrals and answer questions. This team is expert at finding solutions, helping older adults remain safely in their homes. 140 clients were served through our in-home programs. Those programs include the My Choice Medicaid Waiver Program, which helps us help low-income seniors and adults with disabilities receive the care they need to stay in their own home versus living in a nursing facility. The Nursing Facility Transition Program also assists qualified individuals with transitioning out of a nursing facility and back into the community in their homes. We also provide care management and case coordination services, and this provides services to individuals age 60 and older with in-home services that are funded under the Older Americans Act. 7 clients were served in our non-emergency transportation program, totaling 37 rides. Currently, we have 5 vehicles providing this service. 143 were served through the nutrition program, commonly known as the Meals on Wheels program. Our nutrition program includes not only home-delivered meals, congregate sites, we have one at the Romulus Senior Center, and liquid nutrition. While we operate a budget of almost $30 million, I am proud to report to you that only 4% of our budget is actually used for administration. That means 96% of our dollars go back into the communities that we serve. Our audits have been unqualified, no findings, recommendations, or management letters for at least the last 10 years. And we thank you for helping us serve older adults and their caregivers. Your longstanding support is greatly appreciated. We work to continually to inform the community of our services that we offer. If there's ever any event that you would like us to attend and provide information about our services, please feel free to contact us. I'd like to also give a special shout out to Rose and the Senior Center here in Romulus for offering to host our annual implementation plan hearing, and also as a pickup site for the Older Michiganians Day, which is May 16th, 2018. And Older Michiganians Day, over thousands of advocates go on to the Capitol lawn and advocate for senior issues. So thank you, Rose. If you or anyone watching at home would like further information about the Senior Alliance and the programs we provide, please call us. The number is 800-815-1112, or email us at info@thesenioralliance.org, or you can visit our new website at thesenioralliance.org. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter at AAA1C. So again, thank you very much for your time, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay. Any questions from the council?
Mr. Barton?
Yes, Mr.
I'd just
Watson.
like to compliment, for the $1,838 that we spend, we get it back a hundredfold for the folks, and you're doing a good job.
Thanks.
Any other comments for Ms. Kiger?
Well, thank you again for the opportunity to speak to you.
Thank you, Ms. Kiger. Now the chair gonna recognize Councilman Wadsworth.
Just a quick reminder that it's finally here, folks, May the 11th, Friday night, the Romulus Animal Shelter Bowl-a-thon. It'll be held on Friday night, starting at 7:30. I still got a couple spots open. Again, Mayor Burcroft is paying for the pizza, and I appreciate that. And every dollar that we do raise goes directly into the shelter, and the bowling alley is letting us use it free of charge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. At this time, I'd like to bring up the Director of Animal Shelter, Ms. Bonnie Freeman.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Council, Mayor. As you know, a group of us got together and had an event to support the Romulus Animal Shelter. And from that, it was overwhelming. Everybody had a ball, and the Red Wings are definitely want to come back and do it again next year. At this time, we collected over $19,000. And after expenses, we are happy to present the City of Romulus with a check for $14,791.07. Thanks so much.
If
Thank
I
you,
could,
Ms.
Mr.
Freeman.
Chairman, on that, great job, but, this is a first-time event and quite a feat, pulling different communities together, Bonnie, the Red Wings organization. A lot of work went into it, for the first. I'm sure there's things we learned that we'll do different next year, but it went really well, and I was very proud of our effort. I went to the event, and, it was just great all the way around. Here we were, trying something different, pulling in different communities, all to help out a great cause, which is the animal shelter. And so thank you to you, Bonnie, and your team, and everybody that was involved, our sponsors, and just great all the way around. And it just makes you proud that we have people that are continuing to find creative ways to help out our community. So thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Hey, Mr. Barton?
Yes,
If
Mr.
I
Watson.
could, to Bonnie also, on behalf of the cats and dogs, we appreciate what you did, and you did a good job, and it's unbelievable at the amount. I know we've had many events over the past 15 years, but none's ever come as close as this, and we appreciate it. Thank you. And the bowl-a-thon is Friday night. Oh, never mind.
I'd like to, and I'm sure everyone on the council would like to wish two special people a happy birthday. I think their birthdays is tomorrow. Our Mayor Burcroft and our Cable Director Roger Cato. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
Okay, the chair now is going to recognize Councilwoman Talley.
Thank you, Councilman. At this time, I would like to make a motion to recognize and propose a resolution for Gabrielle, better known as Gabby. Futch is Futch. For her achievements. She's a Romulus senior at Romulus High School, and for her Romulus High School achievements.
Support.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Webb. And this is for a resolution from City Council. Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Williams, Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. At that time, that just concludes the council chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Williams. Yes. Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved, and thank you.
Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, City Council, Clerk, Deputy Clerk, and audience. First, thank you for the birthday wishes. Also, I do want to mention that it was tomorrow is Leondo's birthday from the Senior Center, and Tracy Eddings, so we all happen to fall on an 8th. But thank you for that, along with my brother Roger from a different mother. Speaking of that, it was Mother's Day, so the quote kind of ties into this, and I like this one because it says, "The most important thing a father can do for his children is to love their mother." And very true. I set an example. We all love our mothers. I want to say happy Mother's Day. And also, we did a special event this morning, and it was a early Mother's Day brunch at the Senior Center. And I want to thank Rose. Is she still here? Did she sneak out? But she did a phenomenal job. And this year, and I don't do a lot of this personal stuff, but this year dedicated it to my mother. This is 25 years she's been gone, and it's unbelievable. Battled breast cancer and bone cancer, was Jan's teacher in high school, and goes way back, and just a great role model for me. So it was kind of fun to tie that in. It was a 25-year mark, so we had seniors there. We had a nice brunch, and we talked about things that we appreciate with mothers, and how we can be, even if it's not blood relatives, being a motherly figure to somebody. So just a great event, and if you were there, thank you, seniors, and Rose, thanks for all you do. We have a quick video clip on a few community events, and then we'll get into my action items.
Good evening, and here are some events coming up around Romulus. On Friday, May the 11th, the annual Animal Shelter Bowling Fundraiser will be held at Romulus Lanes at 7:30 p.m. On Thursday, May the 17th through Sunday the 20th is the citywide garage/yard sale. Visit the clerk's office for a listing of location addresses. Friday the 18th, the Relay for Life garage sale for The Cure will be held at 9205 Hannon Road from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also that Friday night will be the Chamber of Commerce's Comedy Night and auction beginning at 6 p.m. at the Marriott Hotel on Flynn Drive. Saturday the 19th, celebrate Walder's Bar and Bowling 75th year in business from 3 in the afternoon until 1 the next morning. Friday, May 25th, it's Strike Out Cancer with Team Romulus's bowling fundraiser at Romulus Lanes. The fun starts at 7 p.m. The annual Memorial Day ceremony will be held Monday, May 28th. This year's event, which features the Romulus VFW, will be held at the World War I Memorial in the Historical Park. Proceedings will start at 11:30 a.m. To find out more about all of our community events, go to the locations noted on your screen.
Mr. Chairman, for the contract for the preparation of the printing and the mailing of statements.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for ITB 17/18-37, a 4-year contract for preparation, printing, and mailing of statements. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Williams? Yes. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next item is item B, and that's a request to concur to a recommendation of Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director, Roberto Scapitici, W Director, and it's a request to concur with the administration, award ITB bid 17/18-47, and that's for a fixed 2-year term contract of installation for industrial, commercial, multi-unit residential, and residential water meters. Only bidder, Ferguson Water Works, on an as-needed basis at the pricing as reflected in the company's bid contract for these services. And May 7th of 2020, contingent upon the final negotiation of the language of the contract by the city attorney and the contractor.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for ITB 17/18-47 for a 2-year contract on pricing for the industrial commercial meter installation.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo. This is for the ITB 17/18-47. This is for the 2-year contract, pricing, industrial, commercial meter installation. Any discussion? Yes, Ms. Webb?
Through the chair, if I may ask, once the negotiation of the language of the contract by our city attorney and the contractor is complete, I'd like to request council has that information
Sure.
as well, since we are voting on this tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams? Yes. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next item is a recommendation that came through Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director, and Kathy Ritter, Assistant DPW Director, and their request is to concur with administration and award ITB bid 17/18-48 for mulch product to the lowest responsive and responsible bidder, Clamps Pallets, Inc., on an as-needed basis for all departments for a 2-year pricing reflected on the company's bid.
Through the chair, if I may.
Yes, Ms.
I'd
Webb.
like to make that motion to concur with the administration and award bid ITB 17/18-48 for mulch product to the lowest bidder.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for the ITB 17/18-48. This is for the 2-year pricing for mulch. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams? Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Council, the next item requires 2 motions, and these requests came from Roberto Scapitici, DPW Director, Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director. The first motion that's requested is to concur with administration and award bid ITB FH 17/18-2062 for the purchase of road salt. Believe it or not, we're talking about road salt for the 18-19 and 19-20 road salt season under the terms of the Mitten Cooperative Bid hosted by the City of Farmington Hills and Detroit Salt Company.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to concur with administration and award bid ITB/FH/17-18-2062 for the purchase of road salt.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Abdo. This is for concur with administration award bid ITB F-FH 17/18-2062 for the purchase of road salt. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Williams? Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. The second motion for that item is to concur with administration and authorize the extension of the bid each of the 3 subsequent years per the terms of the solicitation documents if the bid is mutually extended by the company and the hosting agent.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, to extend the bid for up to 3 years.
Support.
A motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for to concur with administration and authorize the extension of the bid of each of the 3 subsequent years per terms of the solicitation documents if the bid is mutually extended by company and the hosting agent. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Williams? Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next is a recommendation that came to Lynn Conway, purchasing director and legal counsel, and it's to concur with administration, authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached 36-month agreement with BidNet Direct for internet solicitation publication services through May 1st of 2021.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached 36-month agreement with BidNet Direct Services.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Webb, to concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached 36-month agreement with BidNet Direct for internet solicitation publication services through May 1st, 2021. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. The next is a recommendation that came through Roberto Scapitici, DPW Director, and City Attorney Stephen Hitchcock. And it's a request to concur with administration, authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached agreements with Van Buren Township to provide water services to 8880 Hannon and 8812 Hannon Road, with acknowledgement from Van Buren Township that they will become our water service customer.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, for the agreements for water service between Van Buren and the city of Romulus at 2 locations on Hannon Road. And I have a question.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe. This is for the agreements for the water services between Van Buren Township and City of Romulus. Discussion? Mr. Wadsworth.
I presume that they'll pay normal tap-in fees like everybody else does for the water service. Thank you.
I have a question. Why was it not put in our packet? Because I went all the way through it and I didn't see anything about connect fees, the pricing, or anything. It doesn't state that there's going to be a tap-in.
Unless there's a cost. We
Well,
don't waive the.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is it? There's nothing in here that says that they have to pay anything. That's all I'm asking.
The water tap fee for a residential connection is around $3,500. That's what was paid. It would go to the water department.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Can you come up to the podium?
Yes, so they can hear through the microphone,
Yeah.
please.
This residential?
They would come to the water department at City Hall and pull their permit for water tap.
Okay.
For a 1-inch water tap, it's around $3,500.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't do a tap until that's paid.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any more discussion? Thank you. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. The next action item came as a request from Roberto Scapitici, DPW Director, and this is request to concur the administration, authorize DPW to dispose of listed vehicles to Martin Towing with a disposal fee of $50 per vehicle, with all other proceeds deposited into the motor vehicle fund. I won't read the VINs, but it's a 2001 Chevy pickup, 2001 Chevy pickup tandem, 1983 Ford dump, 1999 GMC 1-ton, 2003 cargo van, 2004 Tahoe, and actually there were two 2004 Tahoes, one from media, one from fire.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for the disposal of obsolete, worn, or surplus property, as the mayor just stated, all the vehicles, with a disposal fee of $50 per vehicle, with all proceeds deposited into the motor vehicle fund, and the company that will be doing this for us is Martin Towing.
John?
Did anybody motion second?
I have a question.
Well,
Okay, I can
make the
second.
motion, then I'll give you the discussion. Second it.
I second the motion.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Webb. This is for the disposal of obsolete, worn, or surplus properties policies. Discussion. No.
I just wonder when the auction is going to be, where it's going to be held, so that if people in Romulus would like to bid on these, some of these are some very low mileage on here. I know they're older vehicles, but
Question on for the vehicles?
It'll be on Telegraph Road, I presume, is where it's.
I just wondered if we could make it.
I believe it's going to be scheduled for May 16th. And we can put something on the website.
That'd be good.
Oh, that's good. Thanks a lot, Ms. Anthony. Please.
Yes. To the mayor, what was the process of the towing companies? Did Martin bid on doing this project, or?
My understanding is they're basically doing us a favor, correct, Kathy, and allowing us $50. So I don't think there's anyone even in the ballpark that would do that. So,
Any other discussion? Roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
thank you, council. Next item is a recommendation that came through Tim Keys, Economic Development Director, and is a request to concur the administration and extend bid 04/05-26 for the Merriman Road 2018 maintenance season. And that will be through W.H. Cannon in the amount of $45,500 for a one-year extension. And again, that's a Romulus business.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to concur with the administration and extend bid 4/5-26 for the Merriman Road 2018 maintenance season through WH Cannon.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Mr. Wadsworth. That's to concur with the administration, extend bid 04/05-26 for the Merriman Road 2018 maintenance season through W.H. Cannon in the amount of $45,500 for 1 year. Any discussion? Ms. Webb?
Through the chair, if I may ask, not ask, but just give a thought on this. First of all, $45,000 is very reasonable for the maintenance on Merriman Road. Secondly, the first drive, if you're heading west, I guess, on Merriman, does Merriman run north and south? Okay, when you're heading north on Merriman and you turn into the first drive at the Public Service Credit Union, right there. When you're coming back out that same drive, you go down to the turnabout, you cannot see. I've almost gotten the front end of my vehicle torn up because there's shrubs out there. And it's been out there for over, quite a while, over a year or two. So would you think that this person would make sure
Part of their contract is to trim or to
Trim
pull
that back.
as necessary.
Yes.
And I think it's really important to note that this is the same price that they bid on in 2004 and 5.
Wow.
They have not
Oh, the
raised
price,
this bid
It's very
in the
reasonable.
past 13 years. So, yes,
Okay, yeah, thank you.
take care of those bushes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Keys.
Thank you.
John?
Yes, Ms. Abdo.
I just want to comment, as I have before, that I am glad that we are supporting a local business in Romulus.
Yes.
Any other discussion? Roll call vote, Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. I have a few no-fee permits. The first, which before you is a request to concur with administration, authorize a no-fee permit for the use of Historical Park Pavilion on July 7th of 2018. That'll be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for the annual Romulus Historical Society Flea Market, and July 21st, 2018, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the Romulus Historical Society to host their Downriver Historical Organization.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Request for a no-fee permit for the historical park on 2 weekends in July.
Support.
The motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb, for request for a no-fee permit for the historical park. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. The next request is to concur with administration, authorize a no-fee permit for the use of the Elmer Johnson Park on June 8th, 2018. That's for the annual Romulus Middle School's 8th grade picnic, and that'll be from 8 a.m. To 3 p.m.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion to concur with the administration and authorize a no-fee permit for the use of Elmer Johnson Park on June 8th, 2018 for the Romulus Middle School's annual 8th grade picnic.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Abdo, supported by Ms. Williams, for the request for the no-fee permit for the Elmer Johnson Park, which is on June 8th, 2018. Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Last request is for a concur with the administration, authorize a no-fee permit. And this is for the 75th birthday celebration for the Walters Bar and Bowling Alley on Saturday, May 19th. And that's this year. The activities will be held at 37452 West Huron River Drive. And again, 75 years local business. So please come out and help support them to be having some fun special events that day.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, for a no-fee permit for Walters Bar for the 75th birthday on May the 19th.
Support.
Mayor, you've done, what's the hours of this?
You know, they have a series of events going on.
I don't see the hours, that's all. I
they
was
have
gonna
them.
announce the hours.
Do you know, Mary? 3 in the afternoon till 3 to 1, 3 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mayor.
6A is the clerk's report. 6A1, the Property Disposition Committee respectfully requests that City Council approve the sale of 807728001200. This is vacant land located on Whitehorn to John J. Schmidt for the amount of $3,500 with a reverter clause stating that a foundation must be constructed within 18 months.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for the Property Disposition Committee request for the council approval to sell vacant land located on Whitehorn.
Support.
The motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Williams, for the Property Disposition Committee request for council approval to sell vacant land located on Whitehorn, John J. Smith. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Tally?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
6A2, Property Disposition Committee respectfully requests that City Council concur to convey ownership of two parcels, identification numbers 8007705005100 and 8007705005300 to the City of Romulus Downtown Development Authority.
Through the chair, if I may.
Yes, Ms. Webb.
I'd like to make that motion to concur with the Property Disposition Committee request for council concurrence to convey ownership of 2 parcels of land to the Romulus Downtown Development Authority.
Support.
Been motion by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Abdo, for the Property Disposition Committee request for council concurrence to convey ownership of 2 parcels of land to the Romulus Downtown Development Authority. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
The last action item under the clerk's report is 6A3, and this is a request to schedule a public hearing for demolition list 18-01 for Monday, June 4th, 2018 at 6:30 PM. And this request is coming from our Building and Safety Director, Robert McCrate.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, to schedule a public hearing for demolition list on Monday, June the 4th at 6:30 PM.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo, to request to schedule a public hearing for demolition list 18-01 on Monday, June the 4th, 2018 at 6:30 PM. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you. That concludes the clerk's report.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
There is no treasurer's report. Number 7 is public comment. This is the portion of our agenda for individuals who would like to address City Council must raise their hand, and when recognized by the chair, approach the podium and state their name and address. Remarks shall be limited to 3 minutes, subject to being extended an additional 3 minutes by consent of the chair. There shall be no personal attacks, and remarks shall not contain any profanity, racial, ethnic, sexual, or national origin slurs or overtones. Anyone not adhering to this rule shall lose their right to address City Council. A response to any questions and/or concerns will be provided under agenda item number 8, unfinished business, only if the information is available. Otherwise, responses that require further investigation will be given at a later date. And Mr. Chair, we do not have any written requests this evening.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Any comments from the audience? Yes. Mr. Conyers? Okay.
Greetings and thank you, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate it, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem and City Council. I am State Senator Ian Conyers. I represent the 4th District. I'm very excited to have spent our day knocking doors in your community. We're looking to take our service that we've been in the State Senate to the next level, which is the Congressional District. Now, I don't represent Romulus right now. I've got the privilege of representing Lincoln Park, Allen Park, and Southgate, and working with the mayors and especially the city councils in those districts over the past 3 years. I've learned the value of strong cities and strong communities. I've got the privilege of also representing about a third of Detroit. Our Senate districts are about 300,000 folks, which means hopefully we're getting an earful from each and every city council member on what the state ought to do. I currently serve as the vice chair and the only Dem on the Senate Transportation Committee. I serve on banking and finance, energy and technology, as well as economic development. And I'm still trying to figure out just what Michigan's international investments are. We think we ought to use all of our money on those roads. So it's been an honor to serve. I wanted to come humbly today to say hello and answer any questions anyone may have, introduce myself, and I look forward to having the opportunity to earn your support, and if not, at least shake your hand and say hello to you. So thank you today. I appreciate the time.
Thank you, Mr. Conyers. Yes, Ms. Lemon?
No.
Good evening, everyone. Jan Lemon. Thank you, Mrs. Webb. I have almost been hit many times by those cars that you don't see coming around that corner. they've grown so far out, Tim, that makes a curve, and the cars are behind that curve, and you're out there before you know it, okay? Thank you. Can I ask what 2 parcels of land downtown?
You want to do it on the unfinished?
Just do it now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'd just like to know.
Okay.
And also, the one that used to be our library, whatever they had covering that window is now down, and all you see is filth and debris through there. I walk that way every night, so I see all that trash. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Any other comments from the audience? No other comments from the audience? Comments closed.
Number 8 is unfinished business.
Okay. Mr. Keys?
The parcels that are up for sale it's the old Dairy Dome parcel on the corner of, is it Whitehorn? Grover and Goddard, and the parcel due south of that on Whitehorn.
And those are going to the DDA, the ones that are going
Yes.
to the DDA?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any more unfinished business? Number 9 is new business.
Yes, Ms. Roscoe?
I would like to make a motion and ask for support for a celebration resolution for Walters Bar and Bowling Alley in recognition of their 75 years in business.
Supported.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Wadsworth for a resolution for Walters Bar. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Tally?
Yes.
Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
Is there any more new business? Number 10 is communication. Mr. Chair, I have
Yes.
some communication. I just want to remind everybody that the citywide yard sale is coming up. That will be May the 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And there is still time to get your yard sale permit. And just come down to the clerk's office. And also that list will be published on our Facebook page, our website. I'm not sure if cable, I'm looking at Roger. Not sure, but also the newspapers and things, but it will be available to the residents. So it's a good day. We're praying for good weather.
Right.
So again, the citywide yard sale, and it's free. It's free. And May 17, 18, 19, 20th.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
If there's no more communication, number 11 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by, wait a minute. Oh, up here. Oh, it's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth. Who that supported that?
I did.
Ms. Roscoe. For adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Tally?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.